Have you ever heard of alcohol energy drinks? You and I certainly haven't. Most people I've talked to haven't either. They're not advertised on TV, but if you go online, you're going to find that they're very popular with young people.
In fact, 29 state attorney generals are concerned about the marketing and the safety risks for America's youth. Tonight, we have an exclusive I-Team hidden camera investigation.
CBS 4's Laurie Stein shows us why police are so worried about these dangerous brews, including a fruit-flavored drink called Sparks.
They look like energy drinks and taste like orange soda. But make no mistake, they pack a huge caffeine and alcohol punch. That means users stay awake and drink longer. There's a false sense of sobriety. And the caffeine and carbonation help the alcohol get into the bloodstream faster.
It's the combination of these stimulants that may produce an effect that otherwise they wouldn't have had.
The I-Team checked out places that target kids, like MySpace and YouTube, and we found dozens of blogs devoted to Sparkaholics, who are looking for friends who want to get hyper and drunk at the same time. We found young people posting photos and videos of themselves posing with the drinks, drinking them with friends, even chugging them online.
Do it.
And even the official Miller Brewing Company Sparks website looks like a page from a high school notebook. Substance abuse expert Jim Hall thinks the companies are trying to hook kids as young as they can get them.
The packaging is attractive. They look like orange juice rather than necessarily beer. And they are promoted as high energy, athletic enhancing drinks.
There's 7% alcohol, almost twice as much as some beers. When I asked how much caffeine, I was told 15 milligrams.
15, like 1.5?
Like 1.5.
But the I-Team actually had it tested at a scientific lab, and the report shows 214 milligrams. See how that compares to your favorite drink.
So if you drink just 3 of these Sparks, we're talking about the alcohol in 5 shots of whiskey, combined with the caffeine in 18 Diet Pepsis. So if you drank all of this, what would that do to your reflexes? Well, along with the Florida Highway Patrol, I'm about to show you.
Trooper Raymond Addison is a 26-year DUI veteran who's offered to watch me drink 3 Sparks in 2 hours so he can see how the mix of caffeine, carbonation, and alcohol can affect a person's reflexes.
Heel to toe.
Heel to toe. Touching.
That's not a good sign.
After 1,
Each step, the heel, touching the toe. On the 9th step, whichever foot is
2,
on the line.
then 3 tries, my walking is a disaster, even though I feel wide awake and alert.
Heel touching to.
Oh my gosh, this is
See,
way
at this
harder
point,
than I thought.
Trooper Addison is shocked by the breathalyzer. All the alcohol, caffeine, and carbonation
Holy.
puts me at an embarrassing 0.117.
1.5 times the legal limit.
That's drunk.
That's drunk.
And what really worries police is that since these drinks are packaged with the same colors and even the same fonts as regular energy drinks, kids might be able to get a hold of them easily.
Well, I'm happy that you're bringing this to the public's attention. I really think that this is something that we should take notice of and try to prevent young people from getting a hold of this product.
Which is why state police have invited me to go on this undercover raid at local convenience stores. You're now watching our exclusive hidden camera video as we follow an 18 and a 19-year-old volunteer as they try to buy alcohol energy drinks. At 2 stores like this 7-Eleven on Broward Boulevard, watch how they're immediately carded. But now watch our hidden camera video at this food stop in Fort Lauderdale. They pull 4 Sparks out of the cooler, then casually pick up some snacks and head over to the register. See the clerk in the yellow shirt? He never asks for ID. He just takes the cash and hands over the liquor. In fact, at 4 of the 6 stores we visited, clerks sold alcohol energy drinks to teenagers. When the teens give me the thumbs up, I move in for answers.
Somebody's going to have to run the register. This clerk is under arrest right now.
Do you feel like you have any responsibility to explain to people who are watching why you did this?
I have no comment.
You sell a lot of these energy drinks with alcohol?
I don't know nothing, sweetheart.
Sweetheart?
But one admits selling these to kids is a big mistake.
Why'd you sell it to them?
It's my mistake. It's stupid.
I asked Miller Brewing Company whether they're doing anything to prevent stores from selling Sparks to kids. They say they tell stores to keep energy drinks and beer separate in the coolers. And they say they do their own undercover work, sending in young-looking people to buy the drinks. Now, they claim that almost all of the time, clerks refuse to sell to kids. Of course, that is not what we found. Lori Stein, CBS 4 News, Tonight.
Wow. I'm not easily shocked, and that's stunning, the amount of alcohol and caffeine in those things.
Yeah, really, when Lori set everything up and you saw that, it's an incredible amount.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and you saw how impaired she was with how little, by drinking 3 of them.
And apparently popular.
Tonight, attorneys general from 29 states are asking for a federal investigation thanks to a CBS 4 I-Team investigation into an alcoholic energy drink called Sparks.
It comes after the I-Team showed you how easily local teens were buying them. They look like energy drinks or orange soda, but they are packed with up to 7% of alcohol and loads of caffeine.
The I-Team's Lori Stein broke the story, and it's gaining national attention. She has this update.
In an exclusive hidden camera investigation, we showed you how police are worried that underage drinkers can easily buy Sparks at local convenience stores without ever being carded. It's a fruity, syrupy orange drink packed with caffeine and alcohol. It's not marketed on TV, but it's all over MySpace and YouTube, where young people are talking about the energetic buzz they get from it.
Malt liquor plus energy drink!
When I called Miller Brewing Company's customer service number and asked how much caffeine was in each can of Sparks, I was repeatedly told 15 milligrams. That's less than a can of soda.
15?
I even asked several times and called back just to be sure.
15, like 1.5?
Like 1.5.
It's a very important point because when our I-Team got the drink tested at a scientific laboratory, the results were actually 214 milligrams. That's more than the legally allowed limit, according to Maine's Attorney General Steve Rowe. He's the head of a national commission on underage drinking, and he now wants to use our CBS 4 investigation to launch a federal investigation into Sparks' caffeine content.
One of the things we're going to do because of your story is really focus on this issue of the caffeine, the high level of caffeine that you found. It caused a concern, and so what I'm going to be doing is putting a letter together and asking my fellow AGs to sign it and send that to the federal agency who regulates the marketing of these products.
And we're also hearing from Dr. Mary Claire O'Brien, who has done groundbreaking research linking alcohol energy drinks to dangerous consequences. She watched our story online from her emergency room at Wake Forest University in North Carolina.
I'm glad that you're publicizing the dangers of mixing alcohol with energy drinks, and I would hope that the report is just not popular in Miami, but nationally. It's extremely important for people to understand what the risk is.
In a study involving hundreds of college students, she found that mixing the stimulant of caffeine and the depressant of alcohol can make users drink longer and feel like they're more sober than they actually are. Plus, the caffeine can actually help the body absorb alcohol faster.
That students who mix alcohol and energy drinks are twice as likely to ride with an intoxicated driver, twice as likely to sexually assault someone else. They are almost twice as likely to be sexually assaulted. They're twice as likely to be hurt or injured as a result of their drinking.
The Marin Institute in California, which calls itself an alcohol industry watchdog, believes so-called Alcopops are created to be gateway drinks to take children from soft drinks to liquor.
This could really be the tip of the iceberg unless we, as concerned citizens, parents, government regulators, step in and tell these companies this is not okay, stop making these products, and certainly stop targeting them at young people.
As for Miller Brewing, their spokesperson insists that they're doing more to stop underage drinking than many other alcohol companies. I asked for any proof that shows their drink actually has less caffeine than what we found, but they said no, saying it was, quote, proprietary information.
In California, the tax board recently changed the tax rate for alcohol energy drinks from 20 cents per gallon for beer to $3.30 per gallon for distilled spirits. Now, of course, that made the drinks cost more and also made them a little more difficult for young people to buy. Now, we have information that one Florida legislator is now thinking of petitioning the Florida tax board for the same kind of change, and that could mean millions in new tax dollars. Lori Stein, CBS 4 News, Tonight.
The danger of Alcopop, this Alcopop phenomenon has been around for a while, but this combination with the intense amounts of caffeine, it's just a killer.
Yeah, and the body can really only take so much of that.
The CBS 4 I-Team first told you about energy drinks full of alcohol and caffeine that many believe are dangerous brews, especially for teenagers. Now, investigative reporter Laurie Stein is back with how government officials around the country are reacting to our report.
The federal investigation into Sparks is really heating up with a letter sent to federal investigators just this morning. I got a copy of it, and it's from the chief legal officers of several states. It is signed by 15 attorneys generals. Now, in the first paragraph, it cites our CBS 4 investigative report. It says my findings warrant, quote, serious concern and immediate attention. It goes on to say that Sparks may put consumers at risk because of the high levels of alcohol and caffeine, more than 2 times the allowable limit. I have also learned that they're reportedly filing subpoenas and demanding documents related to the marketing of the drinks. Now, they've also put a link to our CBS 4 I-Team report in the letter to federal investigators. If you want to take another look at that report, it is still online for you. And I am also going to put a copy of this letter to federal investigators on the CBS 4 website. Laurie Stein, CBS 4 News, tonight.
And Laurie tells us we've gotten hundreds and hundreds of email. Her original report was so powerful, showing just how much alcohol and caffeine these drinks have. They're amazing.
Hot topic right now.
Yeah.
This is an unprecedented statewide initiative. We're actually following state beverage agents right now as they go into convenience stores. They want to see which ones are selling alcoholic energy drinks to kids. And as you can see, CBS 4 News is following all the way.
What? Pretty close, buddy. Who's this guy? What?
This clerk named Edwin is just finding out he's been arrested for selling liquor to a minor. It's all part of the Department of Alcoholic Beverage and Tobacco's weekend crackdown on stores that sell drinks like Sparks to kids. Major Pat Roberts says the effort is in large part thanks to a CBS 4 I-Team investigation showing how the drink tastes like soda but is packed with a potentially dangerous mix of alcohol and caffeine.
That's why we're out here tonight. The story that was aired by Channel 4 has created a statewide initiative that we're all out there tonight. 250 agents teamed up with local police agencies are doing compliance checks all over the state of Florida, mainly because of the story that was aired by Channel 4 on the energy drink issue.
These 16 and 17-year-olds are volunteers who have offered to help out in the police investigation and make the buys.
All right.
You think it's going to be hard to get the drinks?
Maybe and maybe not, because most people really don't care about the youth these days. They just care about making money.
Now watch him walk into a store as we wait. Within minutes, he's back out with the Sparks. Remember, he's just 16 years old. This is a statewide effort, but at last count, just in South Florida alone, police have hit 109 locations, and they've arrested 63 clerks and store owners for selling alcoholic energy drinks to minors.
Is there anything you would want to say to people? Are you sorry?
Of course I'm sorry. I am.
You have a responsibility to check everybody's identification that puts an alcoholic beverage up on your counter for sale, to purchase, before you make that.
And every clerk like Edwin here who does sell alcohol to a minor can face up to $500 in terms of a fine and also 90 days in prison. By the way, the convenience store itself can lose its liquor license. In Broward County, Laurie Stein, CBS 4 News.
State investigators tell us 40% of the stores they visited did sell the alcoholic drink to children. They say they will not stop pursuing this until every store is following the law.
Our CBS 4 I-Team investigation into alcohol energy drinks is getting attention from judges, law enforcement, and local officials. CBS 4's Laurie Stein broke the story, and today she presented her work to dozens of Broward County's movers and shakers at the United Way's County Commission on Substance Abuse. Participants examined cans of Sparks alcoholic energy drink and heard about the latest police sweeps targeting underage drinkers.
it's shocking that if the parents aren't informed, and I think that's a critical thing that your piece did, is inform the parents, because that's how you start. And it goes with the internet issues too. Parents are often not informed about what their kids are doing, and it's up to us to bring it to their attention so they can be better parents.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving has given Lori's Report the National Award of Excellence for 2008, surpassing every other local and national TV news report on alcohol abuse. And the nonprofit Marin Institute for Alcohol Awareness has awarded CBS 4 its National Media Award as well.
Well, since February, we've been telling you about the growing concern over alcoholic energy drinks, and now something is being done to keep your kids safer.
I-Team investigator Lori Stein joins us now with a major development to her investigation into these dangerous brews. Lori.
It's a huge development. The largest beer manufacturer in the country, Anheuser-Busch, has agreed to stop selling alcoholic energy drinks. I spoke to the lead attorney general on the case this afternoon, and he is awfully pleased. Now, this comes after a 6-month I-Team investigation.
Effective immediately, Anheuser-Busch will stop making its popular alcoholic energy drinks, Tilt and Bud Extra. Also effective immediately, its website, tilttthenight.com, has been shut down. And in an unprecedented agreement with 11 attorneys general, it promises never to make an alcoholic drink with caffeine.
They have agreed to get out of this business forever. So it's a permanent withdrawal from the alcoholic energy drink business. We're very, very pleased. This settlement is a national settlement in that it will apply in all 50 states.
As our I-Team exclusively reported in a hidden camera investigation, alcoholic energy drinks like Tilt and Miller Brewing Company's Sparks were often able to be purchased by minors, and the medical community had strong warnings about mixing a stimulant with a depressant.
Turn around and walk back.
In fact, along with help from the FHP, I even showed you what the combination did to me. Our I-Team investigation sparked strong reaction from the community as well as a federal investigation.
You had a series on this issue of these alcoholic energy drinks and raised this issue, which was helpful. We hope other companies will follow Anheuser-Busch's lead and discontinue the production and marketing of these drinks.
Now, one of those companies he's referring to is Miller Brewing. It says it will cooperate fully with the federal investigation, but right now it's got no plans to take Sparks off the market. Now, on Monday, we invite all of you to get involved in this issue. We're going to have a live web chat on CBS4.com. We're going to have medical, legal, and political representatives both in person and online, and everyone in the community can join in and ask questions or even give us your comments, because we really want to hear more from the community on this issue.
That's going to be terrific, and you've already gotten such a huge response.
Yeah, Shannon, I got 500 emails on this story, an incredible response. That's why we're really excited about this web chat, 7 o'clock on Monday.
Yeah, the story was very powerful, and congratulations on getting these results.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Laura.
you.
Well, if you have a story that needs investigating, we hope you'll call our I-Team hotline. The number is 305-471-0404.